Hola, buenos días, ¿cómo están? Nuestra plática de hoy, hola Pato, nuestra plática de hoy va a ser con Sara Eaglewoman, una persona muy querida para mí, para mi familia, con la cual hemos tenido una relación cercana desde hace muchos años. Hola Marimar, y es una persona, mujer, a la cual yo admiro mucho por la ayuda que da a todos los niveles y cómo nos ayuda a mejorar y a elevar nuestra, hola Barbie, nuestra vibración. Entonces creo que ya la voy a invitar. Espero que lo haya mandado correcto porque tiene dos cuentas, entonces si no, ella me mandará. Bueno, les decía, esta mujer es una mujer increíble, tiene orígenes de México porque su papá, no sé si originalmente nació en México o su familia en Veracruz. Entonces yo la conocí de casualidad, de que una vez me invitaron a un evento de ella que les llama Circles, y es donde bailas y te conectas con tu energía y unas cosas muy divertidas. Entonces yo fui por curiosa y desde ahí me hizo tanto clic que la empecé a frecuentar. Hola Patricio, mi amor. La empecé a frecuentar. Hola Fer Cabello, sí están muy lindas estas flores. Bueno, por cierto, ¿sabían que la dalia es la flor representativa de México? Entonces acompáñenos en Vive México, que es una iniciativa en la que nos encargamos de recordar y de difundir todo lo maravilloso que tenemos en este país, desde una flor tan hermosa como esa, y, y con mucho gusto nosotros compartimos sus fotos, hacemos galerías y tenemos muchos planes que ya les iremos contando para crecer esta iniciativa que nos ayuda y nos apoya como mexicanos para nosotros mismos tener una nueva y positiva imagen del México donde vivimos. No sé qué pasa, pero a ver, permítanme. Le voy a volver a mandar. Hola Sofía Hanhausen. Le voy a volver a mandar un request. Bueno, les decía que Sara Eaglewoman, exactamente, qué interesante poder conocer nuestro país vía internet. Exactamente. Y qué interesante tener una mejor imagen desde nosotros mismos de nuestro país y compartirla con el mundo y con la gente que puede visitar esta maravilla que tenemos aquí, ¿no creen? Hola Gaby Vargas. Muchas gracias a todos por acompañarnos y yo espero que pronto se conecte Eaglewoman. Le voy a volver a mandar. Bueno, para las que no, hola Pamo Campo, Clara Bella. Para los que no conocen, Eaglewoman es una mujer maravillosa, sanadora, basada en Los Ángeles, con la cual yo llevo 10 años de tenerla cerca en mi vida, y sinceramente les puedo decir toda la diferencia que ha hecho, porque no es como que te hace... A ver, ya nos está mandando. Ya. Bueno, ahorita ella nos puede platicar. Y sus preguntas, por favor, compártanoslas para que las podemos decir. Oh, hi.
Hello,
How
hello,
are
hello,
you?
Luisa.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. It's so good to be here with you.
It's our honor. So thank you for saying yes, because we're so happy to be with you.
Figure this out. Can you see okay? Are we good?
Yes, I think we're good. So
Are we
thank you.
good?
Thank you. Yes. How are you, Eagle
The
Woman?
volume is a little down. Oh, here we go. There. Okay. There we go.
So how are you?
All right. So let me just get situated here in my seat. All right. Hello, hello. It's so good to be with all of you out there. I'm so honored. Thank you.
We are so happy and so grateful that you were able to join us today. And I was just telling the people that are connecting about you and about your beautiful healing ways and the medicine ways, how you practice it. And maybe you would like to tell them something about you so they get more familiar.
Okay. Well, my name is Sarah Eaglewoman, and this is my spirit name that was gifted to me from an elder, a shaman, who recognized me of having the ability to heal and to see beyond the physical and to work with the spirit realm, to work with the elders. So since I was very, very young, just a little girl, at the age of 3, I started to recognize spirit around me. And I recognized ancestors, yes, but I recognized these divine deities that would come in. So I didn't know who they were until it was shown to me, and it was revealed to me. Like, for instance, I had a vision of Mother Mary, and she came through when I was 3 years old. So she's one of my power spirit guardians that guide my way on. And then there's so many that come to work with me, through me, as I'm working with so many that come in. So I'm really honored to have that.
Thank you. And it's a beautiful way of sharing your gift with the world. How do you work with the spirit world, or how can you teach us, or maybe we can try and learn to work with the spirit world and not be afraid, and instead be grateful that they are there to help us and to guide us and to protect us?
Yes, it's very true. There's nothing to fear. When you have spirit guardians coming through, you even have animal guardians that come and they want to help. And so I have to share something because I can see beyond. You have a jaguar behind you.
Oh.
Yes. So you have a spirit animal jaguar that just came through with the most amazing emerald green eyes. Emerald green eyes. So that's one of your spirit guardians. And
Thank you.
Be able to have, we all have the ability, the sixth sense, the ability to be very in tune. Some of us, it comes to us very early, and as it was shown to me, that it's a gift that I came in with, so that this is my purpose, this is what my responsibility. It is a purpose, but it's a responsibility to carry the medicine of the eagle out into the world. And eagle medicine is very strong medicine, because they say that it's the strongest because it's the top of the totem pole, the animal that is above the others, and spirit. And so that means the meaning of Eaglewoman is being able, the messenger of great spirit. The messenger of great spirit, and also the messenger of all those, like I said, the elders, the divine deities that want to come in and guide. And so the practice...
And how, when they want to come in, how do we know? Like, how can we listen and let them in?
The first rule of thumb is to be fearless. And, you know, there's some that are very if they see a shadow, if they see something, immediately they shut up. You know, they shut themselves up. They close themselves off. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I have a brother who's like that, who says, I don't want to see anything. You know, that's your business. It's only because they fear what would happen, or they fear that they'd be taken over by a spirit. And if you have a practice, let's say a spiritual practice, I use my breath medicine to connect up, and I'll share that with you as we go on. But I'm always being, even now, right now, I can feel that my breath is being labored so that I can hold steady the spirit realm and the earth plane at the same time. So in order for someone to get in touch with the spirit realm, it's about a practice. If you have a spiritual practice, meditation is so important. Kundalini is what I practice, Kundalini yoga. And also meditation is so important. The breath medicine, as I teach, is so important. And that just aligns you to spirit. It just, you're open, you know, from your crown, everything opens up. There's an expansion of energy, your auric field. And then the communication can start. And being quiet is really important. Like if you're sitting quietly, or if you're even doing your housework and there's no music, there's no noise, just allow yourself to tap in to the spirit realm, to tap into that otherworldly world. And they come in because they want to communicate, especially now in the times that we're in. Oh my goodness, they are so wanting to help us, truly. To help us on the earth plane of everything that's happening in the world. I have got spirit communication now because of the times we're in. And they want the spirit, your guardians, your ancestors, your loved ones. They're saying, we want to help. We want to help you to go through this. We'll walk with you. To take you to a different place in your mind, in your beingness, so that you're not afraid, you're not panicked, you're not nervous. So it's important to invite your loved ones that have already transitioned to the spirit world, that are in the spirit world. It's so important.
It is so important. And maybe can we do something with the Wi-Fi, because I think we are not listening it very well. Like okay. It comes and goes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is it on your part or is it on mine, or?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you see me, but I see you like a little bit moving or
oh, that's
frozen.
Interesting. Uh-oh. Is Nancy around? Nancy, are you listening? Can you help us?
Yes, Nancy, help. Nancy, help. But in the meantime, is he connected? I don't know what somebody asked. But I want to share that you have been near me and near my family through so many situations and for so many years, that we're so grateful, and we feel that you're part of our family, and we would love for you to come to Mexico when all of this is gone, or at least better or past, or we're more used to travel or live with this situation, because we don't know if it's ever going to go away or whatever. We're trying to work out how to handle and how to live through this. But you're welcome, and you're invited officially to Mexico, because I would like to share your beautiful teachings with everyone. Eaglewoman, sorry, it's clear. However, image is a bit blurry. Yes, the image is a little bit blurry.
Okay, let me see if I can do something here.
Bueno, mientras les voy a decir que le voy a pedir que si nos enseña, ella tiene una práctica que te relaja mucho y que te hace sentir mejor de respirar, y le llama la respiración chamánica, y de verdad te hace sentir mejor. Yes, I think it is. I was just telling the people that are joining us today about your beautiful healing shaman breathing. Maybe you can teach us or talk to us about it in a little while. And also, I wanted to ask you about relationships. How do people, or how can we, if it's whether that we are going through this quarantine by ourselves, if we're going with a partner, if we're going with some family members, how can we make it work? Because we don't want to destroy our relationships. So how can we come out of this better and stronger and together?
Yes, that's a very good question. I get asked that because relationships are important, and especially now that we're in a confined situation where we're at home, and if your space is small, you can feel the energy, you can hear the thoughts of your loved ones that are moving around. I suggest, if you have a garden, it's important to go sit out in the garden and break the energy. If you're feeling a person, your loved one's energy that's strong, it's important to break it. If you notice it, don't sit there in the midst of it. Don't sit there in this space that feels heavy in the density. Do something. Open the door, open the window, step outside. You know, even open your front door and just step outside, take some deep breath, and look at nature. It's so important to connect up with nature. You've got to break the rhythm of the energy when you are with your loved one, with your partner, because if it's going in that direction, it's just going to be heated. It's going to be a heated argument. If somebody doesn't recognize it, I call it recognizing. Somebody has to be the eagle. Someone needs to be the eagle in the relationship. And women, I suggest that we do that first because we're very in tune. Every now and then you get a man who's in tune. My husband, he's very in tune, that will recognize that we need to shift the energy. So we do that through movement. We do it through movement. There's something I'd like to share to do this. It's very important. It's an inner dance. So the inner dance, if I'm sitting here with you, and I'm not sure if you can see, but let's see if I can. But if you're moving your app, if I learned this when I was doing my Tahitian dancing.
So let's try.
Yes. So if everyone can sit up nice and tall, and your spine is nice and tall, and you want to see your belly moving in a circle. So if you push your belly in and out, just like this. Pulling it in and out, like a belly dancer.
Okay.
And if you move the energy, just create a circle. And then reverse it.
Reverse it.
Just bring it in, removing the energy out that you do not want to hold. If it's stifled, if it's stagnant, you move it. This helps to circulate. I call it the inner shamanic dance.
Wow.
It's very powerful. You do it for a minute and you're going to feel energized. You're going to feel as if everything around you is different, because it is. You're shifting. Let me just move this back. You're shifting the energy around you because it's coming from your 2 fingers below your belly button is where the creative energy, the Sikhem, the life force energy. So what you're doing is igniting that life force energy. You're moving it, you're awakening it. It's been laying dormant. So you just move it through as you're like a circle. I say tap into that circle of white light that comes back inside of you. I call it the creator, creation, connection. So you're connecting into the spirit realm. You're connecting outside of you into this vast life force energy. And the moment you do that, there's circulation and the mind, body, spirit.
Because I do feel a difference. So thank you. We need to practice it more. Yes. But I think it like grounds you and opens, no?
It moves your energy. So your audience, I ask that you participate with us and try it, because you really can feel the experience of moving the Kundalini energy, the life force energy coming up and out and around you. Your auric field will become bright. And then your partner will say, my goodness, I want some of that.
Yeah.
Show me, teach me.
And that helps. No?
Yes. It really helps.
I wanted also to talk to you about the feminine energy. Kundalini is feminine energy, right?
The Kundalini is the 2 that come together. So it's the masculine and the feminine as they intertwine. The 2 serpents that rise from 2 fingers below your belly button all the way up to create a unity, a union. Yes.
My mom is here and she wants to say hi, but my father also, so they want to know they want to join in the program, so I'm gonna try and connect them. Because we tried it before, but maybe something didn't work, so I'm going to do it for them. But in the meantime, Eaglewoman, can you tell us about the shamanic breathing? The
Yes.
one that you, the one that you...
My work involves, like I said, tapping into the invisible, tapping from the visible to the invisible. So yes. One of my treasured gifts that I'm honored to share and to work with others with is I have the ability to see your soul grid. So the soul grid is a very strong electromagnetic, it's a knitting, it's a weaving. So it's all around, but it starts above you. So I tap into your soul grid, which I'm able to see your past, present, future, your archives, your Akashic records, everything that is happening in there. So if I'm working on the soul grid, I'm reaching places in your subconscious, your super subconscious, into the holographic spirit, your soul. So your soul has traveled many, many lifetimes. It's traveled here many lifetimes. So what happens is sometimes it gets stuck. Or if, let's say, for instance, you've had trauma in your life. So the soul will, a fragment of the soul will get stuck in a certain position of focus. So my work is to go in there and to move it, to shift it and awaken it. And when we can tap into the soul grid and move it out and shift it, evolve it, then it communicates with the mind, the body, and the spirit around you. So there's a big shift, and I've noticed such miraculous work that has come through by working this way with the soul grid. The soul is always first. You always want to go to your soul first to heal your soul and to recognize how powerful you are. First and foremost, from the soul, out, emanating out into the physical mind, body, spirit. And then you have alignment. So you want to have a happy soul. You always want to make sure to cleanse your soul, to take it through a cleansing of the mind, body, and spirit. And then you're in alignment. And then you can manifest all that it is that you're asking to manifest on the earth plane. So remember this, everything always happens first in the invisible realm. Even dis-ease will happen in the subtle bodies first before it manifests into the physical. So that's why we catch it. We go there first into your soul body, your soul grid, to intercede whatever disease is lingering of the mind, of the emotions, of the spirit. And so we're cleaning and moving and shifting. And then your physical body is optimal health. Then you feel enriched physically.
I wanted to share with the people that are joining us today that you have always in your teachings, the ones that I with you, it's that you tell us, do not connect with fear, connect with greatness, connect with your power. So one of your main teachings in my experience, and I'm sure that in everyone's, is that you teach us how to own our power, how to recognize and acknowledge our own power, so that we can be more confident within ourselves, and we can be able to tap into all this greatness and all these beautiful manifestations and all this happiness that is there for us to tap into. So thank you. And I would love to share also your dance things, your dance routines, because I keep doing it every morning. The ones that I even asked Catherine Dillingham, who is a friend of ours, mutual. Does she have any background in dancing? Because her moves are so amazing, and I really want to congratulate you. And you are such an inspiration. So maybe you can tell us about movement, which you already did with the breathing. But how can movement help us raise our vibration and connect with all this beautiful realm that in where everyone should live?
Well, thank you for asking, because spirit creator, creation, the spirit realm, they connect to movement. They connect to our movement, to our energy, to our vibration. So I always say this, listen to the vibration under your words, because if you're listening to that vibration, then there's a movement, an inner movement that takes place, and there is a communication. But dance has always been so important in my life. When I have circles, we call it the spirit dance of the ego death. Spirit circles are dance of the ego death. And it involves shamanic dancing, and there's some traditional movement as well, because I'm honoring my ancestors of the Apache, Chiricahua, and also on my father's side, who's from Veracruz, Mexico. I honor the Toltecs, you know, I honor that nation as well. And so it's about moving your body, and there's always dance. You know, that Cruzanos, you know, they say they love to dance too, you know, and also in our shamanic ways, in our Native American ways, we love the movement. We understand that if we're moving, we're connecting. We're connecting to the source. So whatever, and it's especially important to move your hips. Why?
The figure 8, right?
Yes, the figure 8. When you move your hips in a figure 8, you're actually facilitating this life force. Like I said, the feminine consciousness that you inquired about. With this feminine consciousness, we're moving, we're igniting it, because it can lay dormant. It can lay dormant when we are busy with life. When we're busy, especially with our works and our family, and unless we stop and really make ourselves concentrate on movement, then we're going to walk around like robots. We're going to just going through the motions, mundane. So if you can move, then all of a sudden you're smiling and there's joy that's coming through, which will transmute the fear. The fear that is so strong right now. You know, the fear is so strong because everyone's worried about this pandemic, about the virus. And what I know to be true, the more fear you have, you will attract sickness. And so when you're nervous, you're anxious, you're stressed out, you will attract sickness. So it's important that you transmute it by taking yourself on a mental vacation. If we can't travel across the world, you can travel from here. You can travel from your heart mind. When you think of beauty, beauty is healing. Beauty within you, beauty around you, beauty all around, from above, below. When you can see the beauty beyond what you know, what you see in front of you with your physical eyes, it's amazing how you uplift your spirit and you transmute any fear, any anxiety, and you're placed. So I suggest you take a mini vacation in your mind, in your heart mind. Think of the places that you have been to, or the places that you dream to go to. You know, in life, we need something to look forward to. We need a purpose, and we need also someone to love. Three things: purpose, something to look forward to, and someone to love. Those are the three antidotes for lifting your soul consciousness and moving energy to manifest what it is that you truly want. So you think about who you love, and you think about the love that you have, and you're inspired. Everything starts to rise. And then you think of a purpose. I have purpose. Even if you can't see your purpose, you say, I'm here. I'm here, so I must have purpose. So you ask, you pray, you meditate, and you ask, where should I go, Creator? Who should I speak to today? Where should I be? Show me, guide me the way. That's very strong medicine to do this. And to be inspired by the littlest thing. Oh, I'm going to have my matcha tea this morning. Oh, I'm so excited. You know, just little things even. So it's about those three antidotes to transmute stress and fear, purpose,
Purpose.
something to look forward to, and someone to love.
Someone to love, you're referring to a partner, or it can be like ourselves?
First, it's hard to love anyone outside of yourself. If
Course.
you're not loving yourself, then how can you love anyone else? I don't understand how that works. But I share with you, people will do that all the time. They love outside of themselves. You know why? Because they want somebody to love them more than they love themselves. Like they're putting that responsibility on someone. Please love me. Please love me so that I can feel loved within me. Well, it doesn't really work that way. It's about, if you're in love with you, be in love with you first. And then you can emanate that and you attract the lover of your soul. Because in the times that we're in, it's time to find a partner, or to have a partner where you don't have to go to therapy every week to have a strong relationship. You know, those days of therapy, and I know that there's therapists and psychologists that are out there, but I adore you and I respect your work. But what I'm saying, wouldn't it be nice if you went to therapy maybe for a different reason, and rather than relationships?
Yes.
That I need this relationship to be fixed in order for me to feel good about being with you. Well, we're supposed to be in relationships so that we can evolve, first individually and then together as one. But so that's what it means to work on yourself. But really, if you see that you're present to who you are, and you have a purpose, and you're here to love, to evolve, that's what we're truly here, is to truly evolve individually. And then you can work it together with your partner. And there's a synergy. There's a synergy. And you know, you can love your partner and you can be in love, but sometimes you don't like them. You don't like your partner. It's like, I don't like you. That's okay. Because that means that you're experiencing them from a personal perception, and they may need to work on whatever it is that you're not liking about them. But it shouldn't mean that you should shift your perception to go into maybe perhaps they're upset with themselves or angry. Doesn't mean you have to join them. It means that you're going to step out of that circle, that equation, and you're going to help them from there, rather than let's get into the fire and join them. So it's about the synergy and being together as one, working this. It's synergy. It's movement. Energy.
It's flowing, right?
Yes, it's a flowing type of energy. And you first start out being a best friend of the lover of your soul. Being the best friend, you know, to where you just look forward to communicating with them. You look forward to being with them, because it's just like, oh my God, I'm so inspired.
Uplifting.
Yes. Rather than, you know, I want him to fix me. I want him to do the work for me. That's not the way it works.
That doesn't work.
No.
But so going back to the relationship things, because then I got distracted. if we have like an energy which is, like you say, uplifted and beautiful, happy soul, because we're working on ourselves, it helps the relationship on its own, because the other person feels it, right?
Absolutely. It feels the energy. Sometimes they get a little bit like, you know, I know that with my husband, sometimes when I'm on a roll and I'm just like, oh God, everything is just feeling so good. And he may feel, his energy may feel low. And I can feel the tug, like, I want some of what you're doing. I want some of that. So intuitively, I can sense his energy, like, oh, gee, you know, he kind of feels, I want a little bit of like a little puppy, you know, I want some of that. So you just share it. You get him excited too about what you're doing or what you're seeing, or you share. Most people that have problems in relationship, they shut down. It's like when you ask a question, the communication is not strong. It's very necessary to communicate, even if about the littlest things. What are you watching? I know some people will say, mind your own business what I'm watching. It's none of your business. And you're saying, oh, that was just a simple shutdown. Because if they're in a bad mood, you know, they're in that way, and you just come along and you're actually interested. What are you watching? What are you? A police? You know, they have an attitude, right? It's like, what are you? My police? You're my keeper? No, I'm just interested in what you're doing. But it's not like, oh, forget it. You know, you sit in that. Never mind. It's like, communicate. Well, I was just interested in what you were watching. I'm just interested. And that shifts it to where they feel either they feel poorly about what they've said, or they want to engage. So it's about the engaging of conversation instead of just saying, it's too much to explain. You really got to go out there. In the beginning of we've been married 40, I think it's 43 years, I forget.
Wow.
But I have been with my husband since I was 15 years old.
Wow.
And he's always said that I was interesting, and especially because of the work I do. He found me very interesting and fascinating. So he was always wanting to know, how do you do that? How do you see this? How do you heal? You know, so there was a conversation. And plus, he's a professional athlete. And so the synergy, the combination, and wanting to seek always. But in the beginning, it's interesting because he's very quiet, introvert, doesn't talk much. He didn't come from that place. So I brought that out of him. My mom would say, oh my God, looking at you, it seems like you're just talking and talking and talking, and he's just sitting there listening. Well, it's about teaching him. Yes. Teaching him and showing him this is how we do it. And women at times will say, that's too much work. He should be already doing that. He should know me by now. Well, I'm going to tell you something. The feminine consciousness is on the rise. We're here. We're here. This is what we call the second coming. And it is about us. You know, we give birth. How amazing is that? We give birth to men and to women. We give birth. So right there, you should think of yourself very highly, that I have the ability to birth something through me. So what do? We teach our children. We teach our men. This is how we do it. And then they catch on. Most of the time they catch on.
Some of them.
Yes,
some
of them. Some of them are stuck in their ego.
Yeah.
And, you know, you got to really chisel.
Yeah, some of them have the potential, and some of them are willing to do the work, no?
Some of them are willing. It's just how much, you know, like my husband says, not even love is free. Yes. So you can't just step into a relationship and expect it to be the most amazing. At first, It is amazing. But love is not for free. Love is a continuation of working this relationship, of communicating, of teaching. I always see it as teaching. Like my husband says to me, you always taught me. You taught me how to communicate my feelings, because men will lock up and then we take it personal. As women, we take it personal. Oh, he doesn't love me. Oh, I wonder what he's thinking. It's just they are a different, you know, they're a different entity. They don't know how to communicate as well as we do. We're very emotional, you know, heart, most women. Yes. So we want to express. We want to come from our heart. And they're like, okay, you know, that's fine, but that's not where they come from. That's not where they live. So we just share and teach them how to become more open with their heart.
And it's fun to see the relationship evolve. So it's yes. I mean, it's a fun kind of work, no? That you get to enjoy and that you get to feel very happy when you see the results.
Absolutely.
No? Very rewarding.
It's so rewarding, and it's so important for us as women to stand in our power of self-certainty, of self-confidence, self-certainty.
But that's another tool that you're teaching us there, because sometimes we forget that we have that power and we have to own it, and that is work too, to remember.
It's very important. Some women want to go toe to toe with the masculine energy.
No.
The feminine energy has strength that is beyond the masculine. We can disarm the negativity. We can disarm the anger, the masculine ego. We can disarm the masculine ego by standing in our grace and coming from the heart and really expressing from this place. It's amazing how that synergy can really disarm negative darkness. Yes.
Tell us something. How do we stand in our grace?
Well, standing in your grace is self-confidence. If you have the confidence within yourself, beyond what you know, you're not your resume. Most people go around showing their resume. They hide behind their resume. This is what I do. They feel that this is who they are. When you experience a person, when you understand who you are within and the gifts that you have within, you're powerful beyond measure. You can expand, and then you can show your resume.
Yeah.
But when they can sense you and feel you, your confidence and the trust that you have within you, trusting who you are beyond what you know. My motto, as you know it, in the Eagle Medicine ways, is forget what you know, remember what you forgot. Because you got a lot of wisdom stored in there. We've only touched the iceberg. We've only touched the tip of the iceberg. Now, we've got so much wisdom, but we come in and we start to learn. We start to learn all kinds of modalities, all kinds of teachings. We memorize. There's a difference between memorized information and experiencing it coming through you. Yes. The wisdom that you have, that's strength, that's power, is to be able to come from that certainty and speak your truth. That's your truth. And then you can write it down. Then you can create a book. Then you can do what you're passionate about. But first, it's about experiencing who you truly are from the core. That's the shamanic way. Let's experience you from the core. Everything about you free from judgment and criticism. Don't criticize yourself in your journey, in your shamanic journey. Just observe and retain what you want to sustain, this wealth of consciousness, this wealth of wisdom that you have, so that you can emanate it out to the world. Don't be a memorized notebook.
Yeah.
Come from a place of knowing.
Of practicing it.
No, absolutely.
No. That's what I want to say is that you have taught us, and that you teach us, keep doing it, keep teaching us softly and easily, because you have this beautiful feminine way, which is really like what we can engage with, and it's not like a aggressive or tough or anything, but it's smooth and make it easy, and then it just emanates, like you say.
Absolutely. I had a great grandmother who taught me that wear your red lipstick. I wear red lipstick. That's my signature.
And the turquoise. And then you're going to tell us about the turquoise.
Yes,
the turquoise. Sorry to interrupt.
But she's always, when I was younger, when I was a teenager, she said, when you're blue, when you're feeling sad, put red lipstick on. I said, why? Why should I put red lipstick? Because when you smile, the world will smile back at you. So for those of you who can wear the red lipstick, I encourage you to. And I know right now we have to wear masks, but even if you put the red lipstick underneath your mask, you're smiling within. You know you've got it on. But it's an expression out into the world. You give them what you're wearing, the smile that somebody gave you.
From the happy soul. You're
Yes.
expressing the happy soul.
Exactly.
See, your teachings are so important, and your mantras too. One that I always remember is "I am that I am." So
Yes.
maybe you can tell us about that one.
I am that I am. When someone says, exactly going back to who are you? I am that I am. I remember someone asked me, who are you? And I said, well, I'm Sarah Eaglewoman. And he said, no, who are you? And from that day on, I said to myself, oh, he doesn't want to know what I do. He wants to know me.
Yeah.
And so that sharing of my gifts, this is what comes through me for you. You know, the sharing to be able to see beyond the physical, to be able to use my hands to heal, to intuit, you know, intuitive healing, and to speak what you are and what comes through you is so important, because you could be taught, you know, you go to school and you could be taught, but it's about applying these teachings and internally using it from inside out, the teachings that you carry, intertwining it with your wisdom.
Yes, intertwining it.
Yes.
Tell us about the turquoise color, because you always wear it, and it looks so beautiful on you. But I know that it has a beautiful secret power too.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Beauty is power. Beauty emanates. But
Beauty is power.
turquoise is very powerful in the way that it protects. So you'll see Native American medicine people with a lot of turquoise on. We wear a lot of turquoise. Why? To protect and to emanate truth. Because when we wear it, we're standing in our truth. And the red also combined is powerful. It's the shield, it's the truth speaking, it's courage. So everything about the turquoise waters, I use the turquoise waters in my work, because the turquoise waters is about the cleansing, the movement. You can see I have turquoise nail polish.
I know. It looks so beautiful. But tell us about the turquoise water, because you were saying about traveling in our minds. So maybe we can travel into turquoise waters and then cleanse ourselves.
The
No?
turquoise, yes, the turquoise waters are about the cleansing within. So the cleansing of the mind, body, spirit. When you connect up to cleansing, washing your spirit clean, washing your soul clean, see yourself as the turquoise waters come right through your crown. And just, you can feel it cleansing your mind, cleansing, purifying all through your beingness. Every cell of your beingness is being cleansed. Your organs, your emotions, everything is cleansed. Take this turquoise waters and just really see it as you're standing up under a waterfall of turquoise waters.
Wow.
And it cleanses you all the way through. And that is a strong vision, a powerful tool to use, a healing power
Yes.
vision.
Thank you for sharing it with us. Also, can you tell us about your beautiful oils, the holy oil and the alchemy oil, which are so beautiful, and every time I wear them, people tell me, what are you wearing?
Yes. Well, those are another, the alchemy oil, the manifest oil is the manifest oil, the manifesting holy oil is about attracting the lover of your soul, attracting good energy, attracting wealth of abundance, health. So I wear that often when I'm working. And I have worn that since I was, I think, in my 20s, you know, because it's so powerful. And it's the combination, and I have to say it was channeled through me. It came through in the way that I work, like I said, with divine deities. So Mary Magdalena is actually one who came through. Mary Magdalena and Mother Mary came through and said, this is the formula. This is the alchemy. So they showed me in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, I was awake by these beautiful energies. And Mother Mary had me write down all the essential oils that would be put into both of these oils. And then they shared the healing properties from the oils. Mary Magdalena said that the holy oil, the manifesting oil, is what she used to anoint Jesus.
Oh.
So she shared that. And I was filled with so much gratitude. I mean, I couldn't stop crying for days.
No, but it's a beautiful thing that you have them and that we can have access to those beautiful healing protective oils. Do you ship worldwide?
We do. And if you go on my website, saraheaglewoman.com, we have them there. Yes.
Perfect. We also wanted to, besides inviting you to come to Mexico and sharing your beautiful circles and the meditations that you have and that you do worldwide, it would be our honor to, if you and when you can come and we can go to Veracruz, which is your ancestors' land, and you're gonna love it because it's one of our most beautiful and healthiest and prosperous states in Mexico. I also wanted to invite you to do like a meditation, maybe to say goodbye, to close this beautiful life, for people to feel uplifted and with a happy soul, and invite you to be a frequent presence in our lives, because we really are grateful for your healings and your teaching and every gift that you have that you share with us.
Thank you. Okay, so to close, everyone just sit up nice and tall from 3 fingers below the belly button again. Just place your hands right there, 3 fingers below the belly button. This is what we call the shaman's breath medicine. 4 times you're going to, like if you're souping from a straw, 4 times. Sounds like this. And then you expand your wings. See yourself as eagle wings expanding out, opening up your lungs, your heart. Sustain, and then exhale it out. So let's do that 4 times.
Okay.
Inhale. Sustain. Expand your wings. And exhale out into this beautiful circle of white light that intertwines right back inside. And let's do it again. Sustain. And exhale it out. This last round, I want you to sustain and see that your heart, your back of your heart is opening up wide. And here we go. Open up. And exhale it out. You may feel a little lightheaded, but that's a good thing because you are now in connection with the divine, with Creator. There's this inner connection taking place. Creator, creation.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be with you. I adore you, Luisa.
We adore you too.
To my heart, and your mother and your father and your family. I love working with you.
Well, we love working with you too. And there was my sister too saying hi. And
hi.
Patricio, my brother. So we love you and we welcome you into our hearts and into our lives and everything. So hope to see you soon in person, Eaglewoman.
Yes.
And we'll be in touch. And we are so grateful for your time, and we are so grateful for your beautiful gifts that you shared with us today. And your mantras, can you repeat it again? I am that I am.
I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. And you say it strong. And you hear yourself saying it very strong because you are who you are within. I am one with Creator. I am one with creation. That's what this means.
Okay. And the other one is forget what you know and remember what you forgot, right?
Forget what you know, memorized information. Remember the wisdom that comes through. Forget what you know, remember what you forgot.
Perfect. So thank you. And we'll talk soon. Thank you very much.
I bless you with my love, you and your family. Love you very much.
I wanted to mention also that you do private sessions, and how can we connect with you for a private session?
if you'd like, just again, go on the website and there's a number there you can reach. Usually Nancy is monitoring the website, and so you can contact her on there.
Perfect. I'm gonna write it in the copy for our video, because people were asking how do they reach you. So I'm gonna put it there.
And I also do phone sessions as well, and telepathic healing. So
it would be amazing if we can do a circle.
Yes.
Also, let's plan it. Okay.
All right. On Zoom.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll be in touch. God bless you too.
Aho. Thank you.
Aho. Thank you.